Welcome back to the Ice Center at the Promenade on Green Rink, where your Standley JV Gators are going up against Castleview for their second game of the Castle season. My name is Dan. I am Sawyer's father. Sawyer being the lone goaltender for the evening. Grayson's still recovering from an injury, so the Sawyer in net tonight and tomorrow. I have not gotten a roster update. I'm not sure who else is still out. Try to get an idea of who's on the ice and who's not before we get started. Okay, confirmed that we are only missing 2 players. Grayson Coulter, our other goaltender, is on the bench in street clothes, and so is Ethan Wilfley. He will not be out there. Which we have another Ethan, so we meet our Ethan criteria. And I will try to get the names right. I will definitely mess up at some point. We'll get started 15 minutes from the first period. Gators versus Bearcats. One on the face-off. Oh, I already messed it up. Dash on the face-off sends it back into our zone. Jason gets it out of the corner, but the Bearcats still tip it up on the back of the net. And just sitting on the netting, Sawyer reaches back, covers up with his stick, gets a whistle. 14 seconds in. Dash on the face-off again, gets to the near corner. Sent up the boards by Leon. It takes a weird bounce. Dash picks up the loose puck, skates it through neutral ice into the offensive zone, walks up and a shot off the post. Matthew picks it up off the far boards, skates it behind their net, drops it in the near corner. Bearcats get it up the near boards, but kept in the zone, and it trickles in towards the net. The goaltender covers. 14:15 left on the clock of the first period. A face-off deep in their zone. Still 0-0. Leon taking the face-off. Sent in your corner. Bearcats pick it up. Send it up in your boards. Out to neutral. Skating up the near boards. Bearcats dump it into our zone. Calvin picks it up. Stops behind our net. And fancy footwork sends it up the near boards. And sent out to his neutral zone for Reed. He skates it to the blue line, has it taken away, and sent back out to neutral zone. Cal sends it back across. It's dumped into the offensive zone. Bearcats regrouping still in their end. Pass across nearly taken away by Braden. And the Bearcats come out of their zone into ours. Walk in, a shot and a pad save by Sawyer. Puck sent to the far boards. Passed up to the blue line, turned around. Braden kept it in the neutral zone. Ethan sends it into the offensive zone. Backhand shot over the net from Dash. Goaltender covers. He gets a whistle anyway. Puck was loose behind his field of vision, but he swapped down on it and covered. 13 minutes left in the first, still 0-0. Leon taking the face-off again. Matthew to his left. Nolan to his right. Off the face-off is taken behind their net by the Bearcats. Up the near boards. Out to neutral. Slowed down in the neutral zone, but brought into our zone. Max pushes it to the far boards. Matthew tips it to the blue line, but not out of the zone. Ethan throws it off the far boards out to neutral. Back and forth. And then thrown into the offensive zone. Leon sends it to the corner. Dash sends it to the slot. Nobody's home. Leon turns it around with a shot over the net, bouncing up the near boards. Drop for Jason. He throws it, comes right back to him. And then the Bearcats throw it out of the zone and down the ice. And we'll have icing with 12:04 left in the first period. It's still 0 for the Gators, 0 for the Bearcats. And the face-off deep in the offensive zone. 12 minutes left in the first period. Dash on the face-off. Kept in their zone. Thrown into the slot. Bearcats intercept and send it out to the neutral zone. Calvin turns it around, dumps it right back in. Goaltender tips it behind his own net. Bearcats skating out to the neutral zone. Play broken up. And Dash sends it in the offensive zone. It bounces off and scoots back out to neutral. And the Bearcats bring it back into our zone. A long shot and saved by Sawyer. He covers to get the whistle with 11:26 left in the first period. The face-off pushed right out in the middle. Max sends it out to neutral. Skating it into the offensive zone to the side of the net. Turned around, setting up the near boards. Ethan throws it towards the slot. It goes to the far boards. Bouncing up. And Leon turns it around and dumps it right back behind their net. Evan challenging behind their net along the end boards. Bearcats steal, send it out to neutral. Ethan sends it over for Owen. And it's kept in our zone. Braden turns it around, skating out to neutral. Pushes it into the offensive zone. Throws it into the slot, and it's sent behind the net to the near corner. Bearcats bring it off the end boards and bring it right back out to neutral. Skating through into our zone. Pushed wide, and centering pass hit a skate. Excuse me. Evan challenging at the blue line. Bearcats bring it out to neutral. Evan breaking up the play. Puck sent off the near boards into their zone. Tip for no icing. The Bearcats play it out from behind their own net. Pass misses. Deep into our zone, Calvin picks it up. No icing, he stops behind our net to pass up for Dash, and he dumps it into the offensive zone, but it's a little too far, so it'll be icing. Come back down to our zone for another face-off with 9:43 left in the first period, still 0-0. Dash on the face-off sends the puck behind our net. Ethan sends it up the far boards. Bearcats intercept. Puck comes out to neutral. And Nolan picks up the loose puck, skates in the offensive zone. Not able to get a shot off. Puck is loose along the end boards. Playing the shoulders instead of the puck. Sends it to behind their net. And the Bearcats play it out to neutral. And jumped into our zone. Ethan picks it up, throws it up the near boards. Kept in our zone. The Bearcats walk in, a shot. Sawyer with the save. Loose puck goes behind our net. Pass comes out to neutral. Matthew skating it to the blue line and dumps it out of the zone. Out of play of a face-off in their zone. 8:45 left in the first period. Leon on the face-off. Owen to his left. Reed to his right. Puck comes out to neutral. up to Owen. He dumps it into the offensive zone. Bearcats drop the puck behind their own net. Comes out to the blue line, but Ethan with the interception shot tipped over the net. Rebound comes in near boards, thrown around the end boards. Reed with the steal sends it up to the slot, and a backhanded shot goes to the near corner. And puck sent out to clear. Brought back to the blue line, and poke checked away at the blue line. Bearcats send it into our zone. Pass up the far boards. Bearcats turn it around. Taken away. The puck gets to Evan. He skates into the offensive zone. Picks it up in the far corner. Sends it up the slot, but nobody's home. Calvin picks up the puck. Sends it over for Evan. And sent into the offensive zone. Bearcats, another pass tipped all the way down the ice on goal. Sawyer has to make a save and hands it off. Long pass off the near boards for Evan, and didn't get a stick on it, so it'll be icing with 7:10 left in the first period. A lot of back and forth, not a lot of shots on goal yet. Face off, bouncing along the red line and passed out to neutral. Matthew picks it up, has it taken away. Pass off the skate, and Matthew jumps in the offensive zone. They say no icing. Nolan chasing it behind their net, lost an edge. Leon sends it back behind their net. Poke checked away. Bearcats it out, and Matthew turned around shot, and a glove save by the goaltender. He hangs on with 6:35 left in the first period. Dash on the face-off. Loose in front of the shot, and another save by the goaltender. Another face-off with 6:31 left in the first. Dash on the face-off again. Reed with a shot that goes wide. Off the end boards, sent up the near boards. Lost the handle at the blue line. Jason gets it back to the offensive zone, but the Bearcats send it right back out. Down the ice, they say no icing. Calvin picks it up, throws it around the end boards. Off his skate. And out to neutral. Jason sends it in the offensive zone, has it poke checked away. The Bearcats bring it out to neutral. Turn around on our blue line. Reed skates up the far boards, jumps in the offensive zone. Goaltender stops it behind their net. The Bearcats. Ooh, pass intercepted. Then kicked right back out to neutral. Bearcats bring it into our zone. Backhand shot intercept blocked behind our net. Can't see the number. Ethan passes up for Evan, skates into the offensive zone around the defender, throws it through the slot, bounces up to near boards. Ethan sends it back for Evan. His shot hit his skate, and the Bearcats send it back out to neutral, chasing it into our zone. Thrown to the far boards by Max. Tied up along the far boards. Evan sends it up for Leon. Skates into the offensive zone, throws it on goal, and a pad save, another shot, and another save. And the Bearcats sweep it over to the far boards. Pass across just doesn't connect. Leon throws it intercepted and sent to the near corner. And we've got a whistle. Looks like Ethan is going to the box for 2 minutes. He will be shorthanded. It's a cross-checking penalty with 4:28 left in the first period. 0-0 is your score. And the Gators will have their first penalty kill of the night. Matthew wins the face-off, and it's thrown down the ice. Goaltender stops it at their blue line. Their end line. Bearcats skate out to the blue line to neutral. Turned around. Pass with the skate. Dash nearly had it at the center ice. The Bearcats bring it into our zone, throw it off the glass. Loose in front and sent to the far corner. Calvin throws it behind our net, turns it around, throws it to the near corner. And brought up the board, sent all the way down on goal. Goaltender makes a stick save from 200 feet away. Bearcats turn it around. Reed sent it to the blue line. The Bearcats turn it around. They're past hit by Reed. To the near corner. Puck sent towards the side of the net. Sawyer covers. To get the whistle with 56 seconds left in the penalty kill. 3:24 left in the first period. Off the face-off, Bearcats' long shot goes wide. And tipped on goal, and Sawyer with the save. He hangs on for another whistle, another face-off in our zone. 49 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Beyond the face-off. Bearcats, a shot blocked and thrown on goal. Sawyer with another save, another whistle, another face-off. The face-off. Bearcats let the puck get to the blue line, and interception from Nolan gets it up to the end boards. Leon digs it out of off the end boards, sent in front. Evans home. Bearcats lost the handle. Leon pushes it to the far boards. Ties up the player. Bearcats regain control. Pass out to center. Get the puck into our zone. A long line shot and a goal. 2:33 left in the first period. Gators with a 1-goal deficit. Dash with the face-off again. With the face-off and dumped into the offensive zone. Bearcats turn around, skate into our zone. Nice poke check at the blue line, but they're offsides. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Dash on the face-off again. Got Braden to his left, Evan to his right. And wins it. Calvin sends it back behind our net. Jason sends it up the near boards. Passed out to neutral. The Bearcats turn it around, bring it back into our zone. Calvin ties up the player along the far boards. Braden fighting for the puck in the corner. The puck comes free. Calvin turns it around in the near corner. Sends it up the boards. Pass back to Calvin. Long pass up for Braden. Next with Jason. He walks in. A shot off the mask. Bouncing off the inboards. Evan throws it to the far corner. Comes back to Braden. Tries to get it in front as there's a shot that goes wide. Rebound comes out to neutral. Regrouping in our zone. Lost the handle and Bearcats come into our zone. A shot tipped over the net. Sawyer's glove. And comes out to neutral. Pushed into their zone. Bearcats turn around, dumping into our end. I'll be icing with 1:02 left in the first period. Off again. Bearcats control the puck, pushed out to neutral. Max sends it across for Ethan. Sent into their zone, but Bearcats turn it right back around. Ethan throws it up the ice for Leon. Walked into the offensive zone. His pass tipped over to the far boards. Ethan missed the check into the bench. And somebody's going to the box for interference. Looks like Ethan's going to the box. I don't know how much he interfered with him. He kind of missed the check. But either way, we'll go on the penalty kill for the second time. Face up, a shot is wide in the far corner. Calvin turns it around behind our net, throws it up the far boards. Comes out to neutral. Skates the puck into the offensive zone, throws it on goal, and a stick save by the goaltender. Loose in front, comes back to nobody knew where it was. No one fighting for the puck still as time expires on the first period. So we will go to the second period. Gators 0, Bearcats 1. And we will start the period with 1:31 left in the penalty kill. Matthew on the face-off. Is it sent into our zone? Calvin picks it up, turns it around in the far corner, throws it out to neutral, tipped all the way down the ice. Goaltender stops it behind their net. That's passed to the blue line, brought through neutral into our zone. The shot blocker rebound sent to the near corner, up the near boards. Out to neutral. All the way down the ice. Matthew chasing it into their zone, picks it up in the corner, throws it out to the slot, but nobody's home. Bearcats skate up the near boards. Into our zone, but offsides. 44 seconds left in the penalty kill. Off the face-off. Set up the far boards. Evan skates into offensive zone, has a poke checked away at the blue line. Bearcats turn it around, bring it out through neutral. Into our zone, I drop the camera again, that's fun. Out in front, push to the near boards. Dash sends it around the end boards. Back and forth in the far corner. Max tied up. Evan throws it out to neutral. Bearcats back in their own zone. Evan with the steal in their end as the penalty expires. We're back to 5-on-5. Bearcats trying to bring it to neutral. Evan turns it around once again. Bearcats come out with it again. Skate into our zone. Coming off the boards. To Dash, he skates in the offensive zone in front, and a backhand shot and a save by the goaltender. Tied up behind the net, gets it over for Evan. He throws it out front, and it bounces over the stick. Jason skates back to pick up the puck. He's going to do that one more time, I swear. Bearcats with the steal in the neutral zone. Right into our zone. Jason pushes the play to the far boards. Leon helping out. Bearcats bring it behind our net. Fanned on the shot. Another shot. Pad save by Sawyer. Bearcats bring it in and out. And dumped out to neutral. Leon brings it into offensive zone. Has a poke checked away. Nolan with the steal. Regroups. Passing back to our zone. Brought back up early on. He skates in the offensive zone. Passes up for Nolan. Going in front, a shot, and goal! That was a beautiful play. Matthew at the side of the net gets the pass and puts it in the empty net. So tied up at 1 with 11:55 left in the second period. On the face-off again, gets the puck back for Max. It gets it to the blue line, but it's turned around. Bearcats push through neutral, and it's turned around at our blue line. I'm not sure if that was a trip or just incidental contact. Puck sent into the offensive zone. Bearcats throw it out to neutral. Ethan with the steal, turns it around, skates into the offensive zone. Walks to the end boards behind their net. Hands it off for Reed along the near boards. Throws in front. Dash with a shot that goes wide. Bearcats throw it out to the blue line. Calvin keeps it in, throws it behind their net. Dash picks it up along the end boards, walks in front, throws it off the pads. Rebound goes to the far boards. And the Bearcats skate through neutral into our zone. But they're offside, so we'll have another face-off at the neutral zone. 10:56 left in the second period. All tied up at 1. Matthew on the face-off. Bearcats control, skate into our zone. A shot and a stick save by Sawyer. Calvin throws it around the end boards. Braden ties up the puck in the corner. Puck comes free. Bearcats a long shot, a save by Sawyer. He just hangs on just off camera because that's dramatic, I guess. I blame the cameraman. 10:35 left in the second period. Matthew on the face-off again. Bearcats can control off the far boards. Pass across to the near boards. Pass out to neutral zone. And Evan with the steal in their zone. Turns it around in the near corner. Push behind their net. Braden tries to get out front. A shot bouncing in front. And they say no goal. It was bouncing in the crease. And the net came off the moorings. 10:04 left in the second period. Leon taking the face-off. Tied up in the skates. Set back for Ethan. A long shot. Bouncing into the goal. Not sure if that was tipped. If Ethan or Nolan will get the credit for the goal. Looks like Nolan tipped it, judging by the celebration. An apple for Ethan. And 9:58 left in the second. Your Gators are up 2-1. Dash wins the face-off. Back for Max. Pass it off for Ethan. He regroups in our zone. Long pass. Tipped. Pushes it into the offensive zone. Tries to get it in front. Goes to the end boards. Dash tries to get back up to the slot. It's sent back to the corner. Dash picks it up in the corner. Centering pass. Thrown in front. Tipped wide. Bearcats pass blocked. Kept in their zone. Leon pushes the puck back towards the slot. Backhand shot. Goes wide. Nolan almost had a second goal. Bearcats throw it up the near boards. Ethan keeps it in the offensive zone. Pushes it to the near corner. Puck comes back over for Nolan. Along the near boards. Ethan comes out with it. Pass across. Long shot. Bouncing in front. Swept back out to the blue line. And there's a whistle for a cross check. I believe we'll be going back on the penalty kill. Dash is going to the box for 2 minutes for a cross check. 8:45 left in the second period. That's on the face-off, goes into the corner. Allen pulls up the far boards, almost cleared. Bearcats lost the handle with the blue line. Regroup. Back in their zone. Pass up to center. Regrouping in their zone again. Skating in the neutral zone and throwing it off the glass. Bouncing in front. Walked in front and a shot and a save by Sawyer. Calvin throws it to the near boards. And it's thrown all the way down the ice by Reed. Matthew skating back to pick up the loose puck. The Bearcats get it out of their zone just in time. They try to dump it in. It's turned around and thrown out to neutral. Loose puck into their zone. Braden pressuring in their end. Matthew sends it right back into the offensive zone. It's interference, but they decided not. 55 seconds left in the penalty kill. Bearcats skate into our zone. A shot. Save by Sawyer. On another face-off in our zone. 7:33 left in the second period. 49 seconds left in the penalty kill. Gators up 2-1. Face-off sent out to neutral. Braden pressuring. Puck sent back into our zone. Ethan picks it up, throws it right back out to their end. It's out of the near corner. Evans steals the puck behind their net, throws it in front, and a shot and a save by Braden. Bearcats skating back into our zone. Nice puck check by Ethan. Sent around the end boards by Evan. And out in front. Out to neutral. Penalty expires. We're back to 5-on-5. Along the near boards, tipped out to neutral and into the offensive zone. Evan skating in. Shot and a blocker save. Loose puck in their zone. Bearcats pick it up, skate it out to the center. Into our zone, tied up the blue line. Sawyer out of the crease to play to the far corner. Bearcats pick up the loose puck, throw it out in front. Swept to the near boards. From behind our net. Max pushes it up the far boards. Bearcats turn it around. Sweep behind our net. Not able to get a shot. Up the far boards and bouncing out to neutral. Leon picks it up, skates it behind their net. Tries to throw it out front, and goaltender just covers. Bouncing at the side of the crease. 5:48 left in the second period. Dash wins a face-off back for Jason. Long shot and a blocker save. Rebound bouncing up the far boards. Bearcats send it not quite out of the zone. And then out to neutral. Bearcats skating it. Has it taken away by Dash. Goes back up for Dash and it's turned around along the near boards. Jason dumps it in the offensive zone. Bearcats pick it up behind their net. Tipped out to neutral. Calvin turns it around, passes up to Dash at the blue line. He skates in off in zone. A slap shot goes wide. And off the glass into the netting. We will have a face-off in the offensive zone with 5:07 left in the second period. Matthew on the face-off again. Oh, went it back for Evan, but it bounced over his stick. Calvin turns it around, passes up for Evan, he kicks it back to Calvin. Into the offensive zone. Bearcats turn around in the near corner, throw them behind their net. Pass misses, comes out to Jason in the neutral zone, he turns it around. Passes up for Braden, this gets in the offensive end. Walks in front, a long shot goes just wide. Bounces off the end boards. Evan blocking the pass, and it's thrown back out to neutral. Calvin back to play the puck in our zone. Pass Passes over for Owen. His pass tipped. Turned around at center. Matthew bringing it through center into the offensive zone. Around one. Tied up with a defender. Regains the puck in the far corner. Turn on shot and a pad save by the goaltender. Evan throws it through the slot and it's loose and the goaltender lies down on it. Get the whistle with 3:52 left in the second period. Still 2-1 Gators. Dash on the face-off. Around a shot from Matthew goes to the near corner. Bearcats throw it out to neutral. Into our zone. Ethan picks it up. Pass off the far boards. Owen pushes it up the boards to Dash. Dash skating into the offensive zone. Shovels snow and then dumps the puck into the slot. Doesn't quite connect with Reed, but he throws it to the side of the net, comes back to Reed, tied up in his skates. Bearcats come out with it, out to neutral, into our zone. Ethan harassing behind the net. Bearcats turn around the far corner. Nice poke check by Ethan. Picks up the puck at the blue line, skating through center into the offensive zone. Works right and a shot behind the net when the goaltender grabs it. 2:47 left in the second period. Still 2-1 Gators. Matthew on the face-off. Off the face-off in the skates. Kept in their zone momentarily. The Bearcats bring it out. Matthew sends it to center, but the Bearcats regain the puck, skating into our zone. Nice poke check by Jason. Back out to the blue line. Calvin, his pass to the skate goes to the far boards. Turns it around, pass to Calvin. His pass blocked. Two Gators swung at it, neither hit it. Puck goes behind their net, thrown in front. Calvin picks up the loose puck in the slot, skates through neutral into the offensive zone, dumps it around the end boards. Leon pushes the play behind their net. Bearcats skate to the neutral zone. Zone. Hit another skate. Pass gets to Matthew. He gets it into the offensive zone. Leon throws it wide of the net in the near corner. Matthew gets the puck along the end, or near boards, pushes it to the end boards. Throws it off the goaltender, and it's somewhere underneath the skate. With a minute 25 left in the second period, still 2-1 Gators. We'll have another face-off in their zone. Dash on the face-off again. Wins it back, pass across for Ethan. Turn around, pass tip to the near boards. Bearcats bring it out neutral into our zone. Pushed wide of the net. Bearcats bring it out from behind. Pass hit a skate. Braden picks up the puck, skates all the way down to the offensive end. And he gets pushed down at the face-off circle, but kept in the zone. And the Bearcats tip it out into the Gators bench. We will have a face-off in their zone again with 53 seconds left in the second period. Evan on the face-off wins it up for Braden, who gets a shot and goes wide of the net. Max throws it to the near boards. Bearcats turn it around in the corner. Pass out to the top of the face-off circle, skating out to neutral. Ethan with the steal. Dash picks it up, dumps it in the offensive zone. Braden picks it up, skates behind their net. Hands it off for Dash. Shot and a blocker save. Tied up. Evan with another shot and another save. And a whistle was still loose. It's a generous whistle. On the face-off again. Wins it to the near boards. Turnaround shot from Ethan, tipped wide, comes back to Ethan along the near boards and tipped out, or tipped off his stick, and his time expires in the second period. So we will go into the third with a 1-goal lead. Gators 2, Bearcats 1. 15 minutes back on the clock for the third period. Nolan on the face-off wins it to the far boards. Reed fighting for it, gets it back up for Nolan. He throws it on goal, and the goaltender has to scramble to cover. We'll have a face-off in their zone. 14:49 left in the third period. Leon on the face-off. Bearcats control, skate out to neutral. Pass the line. Calvin tying up the player, pushing to the far corner, ties up the player along the end boards, frees the puck, and Leon sends it up the near boards. Passes up to the center ice. Reed was trying to get the puck past the defender, but finally trickled through to the goaltender who recovers with 14:25 left in the third period. Dash on the face-off. Right up along the far boards. Passes out for Nolan. He's pushed wide. Turns around in the corner. That's it back for Ethan. Shot blocked. And bounces to the near boards. Bearcats pick it up, skating out to neutral into our zone. Dump to the far corner. Max turns around, throws it out to neutral. Dash with the steal, gets the puck for Matthew. He skates it in the offensive zone. Shot with the stick. Throws it back up to the slot. Not able to get a shot off. The Bearcats throw it back out into our zone. Max back to defend the play. Pushing the puck to the blue line. It's a back for Ethan. And they're saying we're offsides. They're saying we're offsides because we were offsides. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. 13:28 left in the third period. Leon on the face-off again. Bearcats control. Evan steals it. Bearcats steal it back. Skating from neutral into our zone. Calvin tying up the player. Pushed behind our net. Passed out to the top of the slot. Long shot. Stick save by Sawyer. Rebound goes to the far corner. Sent behind. Jason picks it up the near boards. Leon skating in and a shot and a block for a pad save. Another shot tipped wide. These two. Braden at the side of the net. Lost the handle and Bearcats try to get it out of the zone, but it's turned around. Set back for Evan in the corner. Out to Calvin at the blue line. Long shot, tipped on goal, and a pad save by the goaltender. Off the shot, goes wide of the net. Evan turns it around, gets out in front, another shot, goes over the net. Calvin keeping in the offensive zone, long shot, blocked in front. Loose and sent to the far boards. Calvin picks it back up, skating to the corner. Walking it to the side of the net, turns around behind the net and lost an edge. Comes out in front. Not able to get it in. Bearcats finally get it out of their zone. Leon sends it out. That pass ill-advised. Bearcats skate down the slot by themselves, and a shot. Sawyer with the save, and he hangs on with 11:47 left in the third period. Keeping it 2-1 Gators. Off the face-off. Max throws up the near boards. Kept in our zone. Long shot bouncing on goal. Sawyer with the grab. He hangs on to get the whistle with 11:39 left in the third period. Dash on the face-off again. Wins it back for Max. He throws it around the end boards. Reed pushes it out to neutral. It's kicked back into our zone. They're offsides. So we'll have a face-off all the way down the ice. Since the refs was offended by that offsides. Dash on the face-off again. Bearcats send it out to the neutral zone. Regrouping in our end. Passes up. Reed gets it to the blue line and dumped into the far corner. Throws it out front. Picked up a long shot. Just going to the net. Dash picks it up at the side of the net. Shot and a save and a cover. A whistle and a face-off in there. So 11:01 left in the third period. Leon on the face-off. Loose in their zone, comes out to the neutral zone. Calvin turns around, comes in the offensive end. Bearcats pick it up behind their own net. Pass up the near boards. Intercepted at the neutral zone. Calvin skates in the offensive end. Throws it behind their net. Matthew picks it up along the end boards. Puck comes loose. The Bearcats skate out to neutral. Matthew tips it. And we send it right back into the offensive zone. Jason gets it in front. Thought he would get a shot off. Nolan picks it up, throws it behind their net. Nolan regains the puck. Sends it out front for Matthew and a shot. Oh! That was another great play. Matthew able to put it behind the goaltender to make it 3-1 with 10:03 left in the third period. Dash on the face-off. Braden and Evans is left and right. Braden ends up with the puck, skates in the offensive zone, gets pushed right, drops it for Dash. Bearcats interfere. Goes back to Dash. He throws a backhand shot on goal. The goaltender catches in the glove and hangs on with 9:48 left in the third period. Dash on the face-off once again. Bearcats control, skate out from behind their net. Dash with a nice poke check. Puck comes back for Ethan. He throws it behind their net. Bearcats pick it up off the boards. Bring it out to neutral. Nice poke check. And Braden picks up the puck, skating it to the side of their net. Turns around in the far corner, throws it in front. Dash tries to get it on goal. The goaltender tries to cover, comes in front. A shot on the goal. Evan at the right place at the right time, hanging out in the crease. He gave the opportunities. He was able to put the loose puck behind the goaltender to make it 4-1 Gators. .9:10 left in the third period. Leon on the face-off. Bearcats control. Skated into our zone. Thrown behind our net. Bouncing up the fireboards. Reed pushes it up to the blue line, but not out of the zone. It goes right back by the goal. Calvin turns it around. Passes back up for Reed. And comes back to Leon, who throws it on goal. Going back in front. The Bearcats regain the puck. Leon with the steal throws it to the far corner. Calvin picks it up, throws it in front. Bearcats send it right back out to neutral. Leon picks it up, regrouping in our zone. Pass up for Owen. Bearcats throw it into our zone. Calvin picks it up in the far corner, and there's a whistle. And they did see the tripping in neutral zone. So we will go on our, I think, fourth penalty kill for tripping. Owen going to the box for 2 minutes. 8:07 left in the third. Matthew taking the face-off. Thrown out to neutral. And down the ice. Bearcats regroup in their zone. Nice steal by Nolan in neutral zone. Bearcats having to regroup. Pass across to our blue line. Lost the handle. And check. Separating the player from the puck. Oh, pass to Leon just missed. Skates into the zone. Bearcat went into the boards hard. I don't think anything was intentional, but I'm not sure if they're calling anything or not. Bearcats up. Skating off on their own power. It's good to see. 1:21 left in the penalty kill. They are sending him to the box. Nolan is going to go to the box. 2 minutes for interference. The Bearcats are calling their timeout. So a minute 21 of 5-on-3. So we will be shorthanded for a bit. 7:27 left in the third period. Your Gators up 4-1. All right, 1:21 left in the first penalty. 2 minutes left in the second. Got Dash's number up on the board. Didn't think that's who went off the face-off. Calvin picks it up in the near corner, throws it around the boards. Bearcats keep it in the zone. Digs it out of the snow. Thrown into the right side. It's shot. Late call, but put it top corner. With 7:13 left in the third period, so we will have a minute 47 of 5-on-4. Score Gators 4. Bearcats 2. Dash on the face-off. I'm not sure what the discussion was about. Bearcats control. Skate into our zone. Puck out in front. A shot blocked. A shot and a save. Larry made the first couple of saves, and they were able to chip the rebound in to make it 4-3. .6:59 left in the third period. Dash on the face-off. Forward, Dash fighting for the puck, gets it tipped in the air. Evan keeps it in the offensive zone, sends it to the corner. Bearcats dump it down the ice. They say no icing. Sawyer stops it. Ethan turns it around, pass up to the blue line. Dash sends it out to neutral. Bearcats bring it back into our zone. Turnaround dash sends it through neutral into their zone. Braden breaking up the play, stealing the puck behind their net. Thrown out in front. Ethan with that shot that's tipped over the net. Evan with the steal throws it back to the far corner. 6 minutes left in the third period. Evan with a shot off the side of the net. He's back to Braden. He walks to the front. It's loose and he gets sent to the near corner. Comes back out for Ethan. He passes across. The shot. Goaltender holds on. 5:43 left in the third period. And refs, they're trying to take control of the tempers, sending Ethan and a Bearcat to the box. It will still be 5-on-5. I'm assuming they're just going to call them both for roughing. Calling a slash and a rough. Leon on the face-off. In their zone. Reed pushes it behind their net. Wraparound attempt comes out in front. Shot goes by. Comes back to Reed, gets it out front, and Bearcats pick up the loose puck. Skating to neutral into our zone. Calvin tied up the player, puck comes back to Calvin, he skates it to the blue line, pass it down to the offensive zone. Reed with a shot loose in front. Not able to get a shot. Sent back out to neutral, Calvin picks it up. Across to Jason, who dumps it in the offensive zone. The Bearcats throw it down the ice. It'll be icing with 4:58 left in the third period. Gators up 4-3. Dash on the face-off. Wins it to the far boards, and the Bearcats pick it up, skate it out to neutral. Matthew turns it around, sends it back to the blue line. Comes right back to Matthews, he skates it through neutral, has it taken away. Bearcats dump it down on goal. Sawyer stops at the side of the net, recovers. 4:39 left in the third period. Face off, the Bearcats keep it in our zone. Thrown in front, turn around. Ooh. Sent wide of the net. And thrown to the side of the net. Sawyer covers again with 4:28 left in the third period. Excuse me. Throw it out to neutral. Bearcats pass block control. Leon picks it up, skates in the offensive zone, drops it. I'll figure out their names. No, names and numbers eventually. It comes right back out, dumped down the ice. They say no icing. Calvin picks up the puck, throws it around the end boards. Braden passes up for Evan at the blue line, tied up with the player. The puck comes free to the near corner. Throws it on goal. Another shot and another save by the goaltender. Bearcats throw it off the glass, down the ice. Calvin back in our zone to play the puck. 3:42 left in the third period. Calvin goes up to the near boards. in and a shot and a pad save. Braden brings it out of the near corner, walks it behind their net, throws it in front, doesn't connect. Bearcats with the steal, and Braden steals it right back, throws it back in on goal. The goaltender stops and covers. And another face-off in their zone with 3:14 left in the third period. Dash on the face-off. Thrown through the slot. Bearcats pick it up. Their pass hit a skate. Reed keeps it in offensive zone, throws it right at the net. Comes free, out to neutral. Back into the offensive zone. Bearcats bring it back out. Into our zone. Jason with the pressure in the corner. Current shot goes wide. Bouncing up the far boards. Reed pushing it along the boards. It comes back to Dash in the corner. Throws it around the end boards. Owen throws it up the near boards. Comes out. Owen blocking the pass. And the Bearcats turn around the neutral zone. Nice poke check at the blue line. The Bearcats bring it back into our zone. Walk out in front. Nice job, Calvin, breaking up the play. Breaking the puck. He passed tip into the offensive zone. Matthew chasing it. Blocking the pass, keeping it in the offensive end. Bearcats throw it out through center. Matthew picks it up. Skates back in the offensive zone. Shot goes wide. 1:52 left in the third period. Bearcats not able to control the puck in neutral. Off the far boards, tipped into the offensive end. Nolan picks it up off the near boards. Pass blocked. Drop back for Ethan. A shot wide of the net. Bouncing in front. Thrown in. A loose puck in front of the net. Matthew able to pick it up and put it in the corner. To make it 5-3. 1:28 left in the third period. A 2-goal lead for your Gators. On the face-off. Bearcats control. Right into our zone, thrown to the near corner. Thrown around the end boards. Puck comes free in the slot. Brought out by Evan. Skating through neutral, dumps it into the offensive zone. Going in front, blocked. Dash swipes at it. Pass it to skate with under a minute left in the period. Thrown out to neutral. Max picks it up, throws it around the end boards. Ethan picks it up, throws it out to neutral to Evan. Steps around one, and two defenders. Walks in front, pass over. Oh, Evan's pass to Braden was beautiful. Braden was able to put it in while falling down. And we've got a 6-3 game with 38 seconds left in the third period. Leon on the face-off. Push it forward into their zone. Shot, a stick save. Rebound sent to the near boards. Thrown back on goal, another stick save. Loose in front, another shot, another save. Out in front, another shot, another stick save. Bouncing behind the net. Tied up along the end boards. Turn around in the near corner. that will do it for the third period. Gators 6, Bearcats 3. And we are 2-0. Can't ask for a better start to the season. We'll have our handshake line, we'll make the ice, and the varsity will play right after this. Our next game is tomorrow. I can't remember what time in the afternoon. But we'll be right back here in the swamp. And until then, thanks everybody. Go Gators!